Hey everybody, what's up? Today, the topic that we're going to cover is the Red Wing Blacksmith boots. And one of the main reasons that I want to talk to you about this particular pair of boots is partly to discuss how much punishment they can take. So these have definitely been, I don't want to say neglected, but very, very well loved. So we'll go into that a little bit. Blacksmiths. What are the blacksmiths? These boots were, according to the Red Wing site, designed, quote, to protect feet and ankles from hot cinders at the forge. Now, I've never forged anything, although I have watched blacksmiths forge stuff, and in one of my novels, which is about a spinning wheel maker, they forged stuff in there because the spinning wheels got metal parts. So, boy, it was fun to write that, because they don't use power tools. So yeah, book 4, wait for that baby to come out. It's really, I had to do so much history about even blacksmithing and woodworking, cabinet making, all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. Maybe they wore boots like this, right? Because, it's a pretty traditional design. This is the copper rough and tough leather. It looks green. Okay, we'll talk about that in just a second. But it is actually the copper rough and tough leather Vibram mini lug soles, and the bump toe is supposed to give you room for natural movement of your feet. Goodyear leather welt. And interestingly, so this leather, this copper rough and tough, is it's nubuck. And I didn't realize that at first. So it's oiled and tanned. Maybe that's what hides it. And they also have a steel shank. Now, when you first get these boots, there's a few differences from mine. First of all, you get a waxed cotton lace, which I'm not a huge fan of that. So, I don't know, I guess if I want to wear a boot that's supposed to, at the very least, emulate workwear, I just want a leather lace. And cotton is just a little bit too, I don't know, snooty for me. I don't know. I don't know, it doesn't make sense. Do you use the cotton? Do you use the original laces with your blacksmiths? I'd be really curious. So you can see I've got very well worn leather laces on here. I mean, these boots have really taken a beating. The other thing, so here's something else. Now, when these boots first come, they have this collar just going over the top edge of the boot. And from the start, I was like, I just want the plain raw leather edge on there. So I got out seam rippers, and before I even started wearing them, I was like, I want this shit off of there. So I used seam rippers, and I got the threads off from the outside, and I didn't take it all the way down, so there's still like a strip of this, whatever this material is. I guess it's leather. I couldn't say for sure. It probably is, but it's also got some kind of white stuff that looks like a cotton canvas or something in there. So, and then I just carefully trimmed it. And I'm just much happier with this. Just about all my boots, they have a raw leather edge on the top. And that's just what I wanted. Didn't hurt anything. There's nothing back here. This is all still plenty stitched, no problem. So anyhow, I may be the only person in the world who did that. But I'm much happier with it that way. You've got all your Red Wing branding. I don't know if you can see the inside. Let me get the light a little closer here. Well, down there in there somewhere, it does say Red Wing. And, yep, that's the right orientation. Has this traditional label on the inside. I love that these are American made, and that you can actually go to Red Wing and probably meet people on the street who helped build your blacksmiths. Now, when I bought these, I was with my son, who also collects boots, and we were in Billings, Montana. We went right to the Red Wing store, and they tried to size me, which was great, But to be honest, these boots are just a hair big for me. So I do like wearing them when I'm doing hard work, because you know how it is, sometimes your feet swell, right? It's just, you've got lots of blood circulating around, you've got sweat. I can't count how many times these boots have been sweat in. In fact, the insoles actually are stained from sweat. But that's one of the things I like about leather is it can take that, right? It's not a problem. It's just going to dry out, and you're just going to condition them at some point, and you're ready to go again. So we have the antique brass hardware. I like that with the leather laces. I'm just really glad that I swapped out the laces, but it's got a nice harmonious look. And now that these babies are just, so painfully broken in, they make my feet feel a little Amish in these. They wear leather boots. I ran across so many Amish people when I was growing up because we had family in central Pennsylvania, and they often had boots like this. And I was like, man, that's so cool. They've got such a nice rural lifestyle and all that stuff. So I do like wearing these. I think just because they're a little big for me, I've got, probably more wrinkles than you might normally have in the toe box there. But that's fine. There's not a cedar shoe tree anywhere in my whole house, as you could probably tell. Partly because for me, the wear and tear that my boots show, I kind of prize that. To me, it's just a token of what I've accomplished over the course of the day. So I kind of like that. And I mean, look at that tongue. So these boots are 3 years old. They've been sweating. And you can tell that's some serious grass stain on there. One of their most important purposes is lawn mowing. I have close to an acre, and I don't do anything to the lawn. I don't fertilize it, but I also don't weed it. So guess what? A lot of what grows there isn't grass, but that's fine. It's still green, and I still mow it. So it's a lot of work to keep it maintained. And as a consequence, I can see grass on the sole, but there's not a whole lot of wearing down on the sole, just because again, they're mainly subject to grass and dirt, but the heel has got definitely some wear. So I wear them enough on cement to at least give them a run for their money, but they are primarily a grass boot for me, and that works out really well. So I think the next stage on the journey of these very well-loved boots is a good cleaning. And I was just reading up on the Red Wing site. They recommend a leather foam cleaner. So I'm going to see what I have. I do have saddle soap, and I guess the question for me is, do I want to try to get rid of the grass stains, or do I want to kind of keep them integrated into the patina even after I've cleaned these and then subjected them to a very badly needed round of conditioning? Because I'm just going to confess, I've never conditioned these yet. So I'm a bad girl. Yes, I don't baby my boots. I baby my dogs. I baby my cats. But the boots, they can kind of take care of themselves. So I love wearing them. I love breaking them in. I love putting patina on them. And I want them to last. So I promise, I'm going to clean them and I'm going to condition them. And I might come back at you with the results of that to see, compare videos to see if they look different. But in any case, based on my experience with these boots, they are very much to be recommended, and I would sooner wear these than anything that has even an inch of foam inside of it. I love the fact that in the summer, they breathe, right? They're leather, and a lot of times I'm out there with a push mower, it's 90 degrees, and I have zero problem wearing these boots. I have enough traction to mow the ditches. I'm not going to fall in them. They protect my ankles. If something shoots out from the lawnmower, God forbid, I think these boots would give me ample protection. And they're extremely comfortable. So I think even in their rather neglected state, in their own way, these boots are beautiful. So on that note, I'm going to leave today. I hope you enjoyed this kind of review and status update on my Red Wing Blacksmiths, and as I said, I'll probably come back at some point. Not sure, the semester starts up soon, so it remains to be seen when I clean and condition them, but I will do it, and then I'll come back and I'll give you another status report on that. So y'all have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. Ciao!